Is Pepsi rolling back on their DEI program? Ladies and gentlemen, let's see what people have to say.
As we all know, Coca-Cola has been in a downfall after everything that happened with the whole ice situation. And then people were saying that their DEI program was no longer around for Coca-Cola. And immediately, a lot of the Latino community migrated to Pepsi, the rival of Coca-Cola. But at the end of the day, we already know that Coca-Cola does taste better than Pepsi. Some people were even saying that they didn't even think that Pepsi was still around. Coca-Cola ended up losing a lot of followers, and Pepsi ended up gaining all those followers. But yesterday, Pepsi announced that they will no longer be having the DEI program. They are canceling it, and now people are just baffled, and they're like, what's going on now? After they made that decision, Pepsi right away noticed that it was affecting them big time. Now Pepsi is announcing major plant closures. They're running out of money. People are now just leaving Pepsi as well and kind of going back to Coca-Cola.
Looks like Pepsi did not learn a lesson from Coca-Cola because they just announced that they are rolling back on their DEI program. Ladies and gentlemen, you know who is more infuriated? The Latinos. They gave Pepsi a platform when Coca-Cola snitched on them. This is about to be interesting.
Pepsi, explain yourself. I just followed you. We laughed. We loved. We made fun of Coke. And now I hear you're rolling back on your DEI program? Explain yourself.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Natskuna Esther. If you're new here, hi, welcome. 20,000 of y'all. Ooh, guys, thank you so much for loving me and supporting me. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, like, comment, and share. Let me know what you think in the comment section, because it looks like we are still in that stage of effing around and finding out. Just as Target and Walmart are crying to have the black dollar back, Pepsi is saying, I don't need your black dollar. Probably they didn't learn a lesson from Coca-Cola, but I guess they're about to learn one. Because rolling back on their DEI program was not something we foreshadowed. And Latinos are not happy about this, and they are boycotting immediately. I would like to hear from Black people. Are you joining #boycott Pepsi or not?
So everyone's been asking for me to do an update on the Pepsi video from weeks ago. And here it is. Who's gonna go tell Pepsi that we Latinos don't like traitors? After all the support we gave you, after increasing your sales, after rooting for you, you roll back the DEI? Really, Pepsi? Después de todo el apoyo que te dimos, los latinos y toda la demás gente, saliste con esta desmadre de roll back the DEI? No, no puede ser. Mira, estoy así enojada.
Chismosas, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it looks like we just lost Pepsi too. Yep, we lost Pepsi. First Coke, now Pepsi. I know what you guys are thinking. Why Pepsi? And yeah, it's because they just rolled back their DEI initiatives. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Just read this article. Pepsi joins companies in retreating from DEI. And this is an article by Bloomberg. They said PepsiCo is the latest company to dial back its diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Now, in a memo that they allegedly sent out, they said the company will abandon workforce representation targets, no longer have a dedicated chief DEI officer, and expand its supplier diversity program to include all small businesses, among other changes, according to a memo from Chief Executive Officer Ramon Laguarta. He said the company has been refining its approach over the past year to ensure it is aligned with our long-term business strategy, response to local markets, and focus on principles that drive sustainable growth. Now, I could not believe it. I absolutely could not believe it. Specifically because we all know what happened when Coke did this and they did todas las mamadas esas that they did that made people just completely jump ship. And the sales for Pepsi were higher than ever. Like, everybody was making videos of them choosing Pepsi over Coca-Cola. They were doing all of this. The branding was there. The opportunity was there. And then they do this. Oy vey. Now, I guess this is perfect timing because I'm about to go see Bad Bunny in August and I need to lose weight. So we got to drop the soda altogether. We got to start hydrating, drink some water that is not by Coke or Pepsi. Thankfully, I own a Brita, so that's...
As you can see, the fury is there. The disappointment is there. People are not happy, okay? Because in this Trumpage situation that we are in, ladies and gentlemen, the last thing that we will want to see is other people literally deciding that, well, they are not messing with people of color anymore. Hi, Pepsi. Have you seen around what's happening at Target? Like, it's literally sounding like crickets over there. Looks like they're looking for that. You know me. The only thing I always come here and say is, when it comes to black people, their dollar speaks louder. If Pepsi deciding to do what they want to do, black people, y'all know what to do. Let your money speak. Y'all know you have to hit them when it hurts the most. And you could never hurt a billionaire anyhow than taking away their cash. Yeah.
Shiggy here, y'all. I'm totally down with all this DEI stuff and boycotting Coca-Cola and all these other fucking crap companies who are not in for the inclusion diversity crap. But guys, can we save some fucking Pepsi for me? Like, it's been like 2 weeks. I finally got two liters, and I'm gonna savor them. Savor them.
So Pepsi's rolling back on their DEI programs. I don't understand. Why? Why would you do that, Pepsi? You had us at Abuelitas Tacos de Al Pastor. That ad, you had us at that. And now you're going to lose us. This was an opportunity of a lifetime for you, all right? And now we feel like, Latinos feel like you slapped us in the face. It's just not acceptable. So Coca-Cola has stated that they will no longer be removing their DEI policies, which is a good thing. I know they're under fire right now because the Latino community feels extremely betrayed, especially the Mexican community because they are one of the largest consumers in the world. I do have a suggestion for either Pepsi or Coca-Cola if they want to hear us out. There's an organization called LULAC, which is the nation's oldest and largest civil rights volunteer-based organization that empowers Hispanic Americans and works with Latino communities to empower them as well. I suggest that you partner with this organization to show your support for the Latino community, and maybe you'll be able to regain some of the community back as loyal customers. Me personally, I will be consuming jarritos, and they're really good. So I believe they also have a cola option as well. A little bit hard to find, but it's out there and available. So jarritos, this is your opportunity to shine.
Last week I shared that PepsiCo generally has supported more on the Democratic side than the Republican side. Unfortunately, this week Pepsi did away with DEI. They reassigned their chief diversity officer to a new role, and therefore I have to remove my recommendation. Now, as I mentioned before, Coca-Cola actually gives politically more in the middle. They are also keeping their DEI programs. However, a lot of people are boycotting Coke for a variety of reasons. I do want to say that there is a wild rumor going around the internet, especially on TikTok, that Coca-Cola fired a bunch of employees and then called ICE on them. I can tell you that there is no substantiated evidence that this happened. No media sources, no matter how liberal or conservative, have reported on this because there is no evidence. There is a smaller company called Jones Soda, which is based in Seattle, Washington. They do not give politically, but I can only imagine with being based in Seattle that they would support the Democratic platform. Although I'm going to personally take this opportunity to kick my soda habit.